Jesus. In 2002, I was in my room in Ilorin, and I had come across a tape. And I just listened to someone thundering. I said, who is this? I looked at the tape. I said, in Nigeria. Thankfully, there was a phone number behind the tape. I called the number. I said, I want to talk to this man of God. I called the first time, second time. Somehow, he picked. And he told me immediately to come and see him in Abuja. Then I was in Lorraine. And that encounter is one of the things you are seeing today. He imparted me so much, I didn't know what to do. Maybe some of you are seeing me walk in some strange financial grace. I remember when the Lord led me to do something, and I gave him the little seed I had. Actually, I wrote a check for a month. How much did I write? And he said, what is this? And I explained to him. Then he laid hands on me. And I've not remained the same. He preached a message I can never forget in my life. It's one of the bedrock of this ministry. The tabernacle of David. I can never forget in my life. I don't know whether some people that have been following him for so long, they still remember. David was dwelling in a paneled house. And he told God, he said, God, how can I be dwelling in this kind of house? And you are dwelling in tent. And he began to describe David. I said, my God. And I'm telling you, my life, this ministry has not remained the same. He pastors a wonderful church. I describe him to my friend as a man of tenacity. 100-member church, single church, 100,000 member church, a single church. Not to talk of all the branches that he has all over the world. He's a saxophonist. He's a musician. He's a pastor, pastoring churches all over the world. He's a prophet. He has spoken into my life. He's an apostle. Some people have grace. They can't replicate it. But he's an apostle. Everywhere you see dunamis, you see that grace being replicated. He's a prophet. He's an evangelist. He's passionate about soul. All over the world, he's doing crusades. God is using him to work miracles everywhere. And tonight, we have him in this room. Listen to me. Do me a favor. We don't invite people to preach in this church just because we want to invite them or because they are popular. God spoke to us about this. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped that he accepted to come. And tonight your life will not remain the same. The voice you will hear after this montage and the person you will see is no other person but Dr. Paul Eneche.
Congratulations to you all. Now, what Pastor Abiodun has just said is so touching because 23 years ago this year, I asked him and he came all the way from Ilorin. And he told you already the detail of that encounter. Sometimes when you see a person and you see their result, you don't know the multiplication of factors and the multiple impacts that make them what they are. That is why it is very, very difficult for individuals to claim glory for a person's life, because you don't know the streams of impact, the streams of impartation. And I'm so excited and happy because you can see, the difference between that time and now. It's like heaven and earth. And I believe that the best is still yet to come. Hallelujah. Let's lift up our hands and let's appreciate the King of Kings. And there is no need to worry. There is no need to fear. The battle may be raging, but the victory is sure. There is no need to worry. There is no need to fear. The battle may be raging, but the victory is sure. When you are there, 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 and though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I don't know what you're walking through tonight. I shall fear no evil, for you're always with me. Though I walk through